Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin Wrestling News. Here's your news for Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. According to PWIinsider.com, James Ellsworth is backstage at the televised Smackdown event in Detroit, Michigan. At this time, there is no word regarding if he'll appear on the show. The official attendance for All In was 11,263 fans at the Sears Center Arena near Chicago, Illinois. That's absolutely awesome to hear. 11,263 fans jam-packed for one of the best independent events, if not the best independent event I've ever seen. Really awesome job by Cody, the Young Bucks, and everyone that went all in. During last night's Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins suffered various cuts to his arm when he was thrown off the stage into the police van window. Rollins' arm could be seen bleeding at the end of the broadcast. In regards to Renee Young filling in again for Jonathan Coachman this week, the coach revealed on Instagram that he was filming content for the Golf Channel at the WinStar World Casino and Resort. In an interview with Fightful.com, Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks commented on the momentum the team has right now. Matt Jackson said, "Contract season's here, right? I think it's been 20 years since there's been wrestlers who have the leverage that we currently have. We're aware of that. We know the position that we have. Next year will be the year we get paid, no matter where we're wrestling." In an interview with WrestlingInc.com, Cody Rhodes talked about who is responsible for his Impact Wrestling run. Cody said, "Lagana was also one of the people who was close to my dad. We talk about the 5 rotating friends that he had. Lagana was one of them. I just stayed close to Lagana." Cody continued on by saying, "Lagana was the reason I never signed anything with TNA. I just shook Lagana's hand and did those Impact shows, and I had a lot of fun. He's the reason for that happening." Mike Johnson of PWIinsiderElite.com talked about Chris Jericho's appearance at All In. Here is what Johnson said, courtesy of RingsideNews.com. "Chris Jericho has not signed a contract to go to Impact Wrestling. Him appearing on the show had zilch to do with Impact Wrestling. What it had to do with was he has a relationship with Kenny Omega, a relationship with the Young Bucks. He has the Jericho Cruise coming up next month. It was a smart way to promote the cruise. It was a smart way to get people buzzing about further issues with Kenny and the Bucks, and to get people talking about what's next for Chris Jericho." Johnson also commented on Jarrett being at the pay-per-view by saying, "Jeff Jarrett is not under contract with WWE. I have not heard that he has any heat because he was there. But Jeff works with Fight. Global Force Wrestling still exists as an entity, but he's partnered with the Fight app. Fight that carried All In. They carried StarCast this past weekend. One of the things that he is doing is working with local promotions to bring their events to the Fight app. That's how the NWA Anniversary show on the 20th ended up on the Fight app. Things of that nature. So Jeff was involved because he was there as a representative of the Fight app, and it made sense because he was a former NWA champion to have him come out and have a cameo with Nick Aldis." The WWE announced the following today: an exciting new season of WWE Mixed Match Challenge that will stream live in the United States and for the first time in Germany, Mexico, Australia, France, Indonesia, Philippines, Spain, Thailand, and Vietnam beginning Tuesday, September 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, with a special WWE Mixed Match Challenge pre-show starting at 9:50 p.m. Eastern Time has been announced. The 14-episode series will air on Facebook Watch and feature WWE superstars from Raw and Smackdown Live competing in a round-robin style mixed tag team elimination tournament in which all teams will face each other. Each 30-minute episode will feature 2 matches. WWE Mixed Match Challenge is a Raw vs. Smackdown Live round-robin tournament where male and female superstars team up to determine which combination of strength, skill, athleticism, and experience reigns supreme. Each showdown in the competition will follow traditional mixed tag team match rules. When tagged, male superstars face off with the opposing team's male competitor, and female superstars battle fellow female competitors. The teams from Monday Night Raw will include returning tandem Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, as well as new combinations including Bobby Lashley and Sasha Banks, Finn Balor and Bayley, Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox, and fellow Canadians Kevin Owens and Natalya. The teams from Smackdown Live will include the returning tandems of inaugural WWE Mixed Match Challenge winners, The Miz and Asuka, Jimmy Uso and Naomi, and Rusev and Lana. In addition, the competition will see exciting new combinations, including WWE Champion AJ Styles and SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, and everyone's personal favorite, R-Truth and Carmella. Bret Hart issued the following statement on his Instagram page today. He posted a quote from Cormac McCarthy that read, "I've lost a lot of friends over the past few years. One of the things you realize about getting older is that not everybody is going to get older with you." After that quote, Bret Hart said, "I'm sorry for taking so long in making a statement about the recent passing of my longtime friend and companion, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. No loss has ever dimmed a light in my heart as this one. I love Jim as more than a brother. He was a one-of-a-kind character. The most beautiful thing about Jim was how on the longest days and in the most miserable times, he could always make you laugh. He'll always be the Anvil, the big rhino, the tank. He was the best friend I ever had, and I owe him for everything good that ever came my way as a pro wrestler. Jim didn't need me so much as I needed him. We had always been close friends from the first time we met in Stampede Wrestling. We never fought or argued about anything, and we were always in agreement. Aside from being my loyal friend, tag team partner, and brother-in-law, I can say Jim helped me keep my sanity during our numerous dark and lonely times. He was such a hilarious friend. Thank you, Jim, for a lifetime of happy and great memories." Pro wrestling is a profession where trust and loyalty are everything. We were such a fun, fast, exciting, and formidable combination, highlighting each other while always making our opponents. When it came to wrestling teams like Andre the Giant and Haku, the British Bulldogs, the Nasty Boys, Demolition, and the Rockers, the Hart Foundation could work with any team and have the best match on the card. We were both always very proud of all of our accomplishments as the Hart Foundation, but we were always most proud of our friendship. Someday, but not far enough away, I hope to have a joyous meeting with the many friends and loved ones gone before, and when I make that crossover, I pray God will lead me straight to the Anvil. Thank you, Anvil, for I owe you everything. I've met men I could trust in the mouth of hell. I would trust them to breathe for me, to pump my blood with their hearts. Sebastian Falks. Love, Bret." Very amazing and touching words from Bret the Hitman Hart about his brother-in-law. And once again, want to send prayers and good vibes out to the Hart family. Everyone affected by that. It's just still a hard thing to really wrap your mind around that Jim's no longer here with us, and he was definitely the man. So once again, prayers and good vibes out to the Hart family. And finally, here on Jammin' John's Wrestling News, it is now time to announce the results of our previous special subscriber poll. That poll being, do you think the current Universal title feud hurts Braun Strowman? And with 2 votes, it's a yes. Of course, if you're a subscriber, you can go vote on the latest special subscriber poll. That poll is, did you enjoy Raw last night? Yes, no, or indifferent. Go vote right now at patreon.com/JamminJohn. If you're not a subscriber, what are you doing with your life? Go subscribe to me at patreon.com/JamminJohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not really a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/JamminJohn. And that is your news for Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin' John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices. Big shout out to everybody listening to this on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Stewie Family is the name. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, the Jammin' John. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin' John's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion wanting to get your next big event out for the awesome power of Amazon Alexa, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too, once again, can subscribe to my Patreon by going to patreon.com/JamminJohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. Once again, I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/JamminJohn. This is Jammin' John saying thanks, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.